Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Yes, we're back again.
What is this, number 4 today?
Yeah. And,
We just can't stop.
yeah.
It's in our blood.
We really enjoy doing these videos. You know, it's therapy for us, and we want to thank all our viewers. You know, we didn't expect, for everyone to enjoy our videos. You know,
we want to thank you for welcoming us into your home. It's not the other way around. Yeah. Thank you for welcoming us into your home and into your lives.
And I want to thank the XJW community, too, for giving us such a warm welcome, into your community. And it really is a brotherhood.
It is. When you realize that so many people are trying to struggle with escaping a cult, well, I've even told this to Kim, and I'm probably going to step on a few toes with this comment, but the psychology field, in my personal opinion, doesn't really know how to deal with this. They may try, but in all reality, how do you deal with the mindset of a Jehovah's Witness when they escape this?
Yeah.
It's tough.
I think Steve Hassan understands a little bit because he was himself indoctrinated into the Moonies. And so, he's become a psychologist now and helping people escape cults, so I think he has a little inkling.
Yeah, but at the same time, he had to acknowledge it. He didn't realize Jehovah's Witnesses were even a cult.
Yeah.
So,
and I know mates and partners try to understand if they have never been a Jehovah's Witness. I know they try to understand, and it's
tough.
I don't mean to discredit you because they, really try, from the bottom of your heart to understand. But let's face it, until you have actually lived Jehovah's Witness and going out in field service and this indoctrination, it's very difficult, to fully understand it. And we want to welcome all our new subscribers and viewers. And we've actually adopted quite a few new family members. So, hi, kids.
I hope you all going to plan on supporting us when we do retire. There is a catch to this adoption thing.
And Shyla is very happy to have brothers and sisters now.
Yes. I just want to get back real quick to this, to the mindset of a Jehovah's Witness, and sometimes how I feel. And there again, this is my personal opinion, how I feel that some of these psychologists don't really understand the mindset. We've done a video on, Jehovah's Witnesses not allowing you to listen to music. And, yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses, you can listen to whatever music you want to, but the problem you're going to have to deal with is that if you're listening to a certain group and you have a particular elder that doesn't like the music, doesn't like the lyrics, they're going to say, well, is that really appropriate for the Christian to be listening to? So what they're doing is that they're injecting their own personal opinion that's going to make you throw away those records, those albums, and not listen to that no more. So how does a psychologist really deal with that?
Are you repeating yourself?
Am I?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you mentioned this in the last video.
I probably did.
I know. They're all getting to be a blur. I also want to say that we have had a couple of people email us and ask us if they can take and translate our videos and put like subtitles. And if you all promise to keep what we say, as close, to what we truly say, have at it.
Yeah, because we don't want a JW apologist taking one of our videos and turning it around.
Yeah, and putting half-truths and lies in it.
Yeah, half-truths and lies.
I
will take issue with that. Oh, believe you me.
Yeah, but any of you who want to hold true, to what we're actually saying and pointing out, please, take them, put your language subtitles down in the bottom and let's spread these around.
Yeah, because I really want to see one in Swahili. I really do.
Yeah, I can picture things you say in Swahili.
Yeah.
But I want to thank, the ones that did contact us, and they are putting Dutch and Spanish subtitles now in our videos and translating this into their language. And it was funny because I told a couple of friends of ours, that we had this request and that we okayed it. And they said, well, how would you translate mentally diseased into Spanish? Now, usually I'm the straight one and Mike's the one joking around, and being the joker. But I came up with a good one myself finally. And I just matter of factly wrote back and said, cerebros caca. Yes, that is not the true Spanish, translation.
No, it's not.
But it's funnier, you have to admit that.
Yeah. Okay, so before we get on to the task at hand, I want to read today's Good Earth Fortune because it does kind of apply.
Yep.
It says, no act of kindness. I got to excuse me here. I'm getting old. Cerebros caca. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And what we're going to talk about is an act of kindness from the Watchtower Bible Tract Society. You brothers and sisters, it wasn't too terribly long ago that you had a letter read to the congregation that said, we are putting together a Bethel tour. We're doing this because we love you, brothers. We want you to come visit. We'll
even provide a list of hotels and car rentals for you.
Yeah. We are going out of our way to provide this act of kindness. Come visit Bethel, but stay at these hotels and rent these cars only.
Okay, mocking time.
Do you think that that's actually an act of kindness, or is there actually something hidden behind that?
Do you really think they would go through all this time and effort
because they
out of the goodness of their heart because they care for you?
Well, what we have uncovered is another Watchtower money scam. Yeah. This one's gonna really piss you off.
Yeah, Mikey's been ranting and raving about this one.
Yeah, it's not that we could ever afford to go on a Bethel tour, but for those who did, you ever wonder where those missing reward points went to? Or did you even pay attention that they were missing off your credit card statement? Watch this.
Yeah. So anyway, the society usually sends a letter once a year, and they read the letter to the congregation that if you're planning on visiting any of the Bethel, to please contact them, go through one of their professional tours or go see your elders to get the recommended lodging and rental car list. Okay.
This also applies every year you get your recommended lodging list for your district convention. So we kind of wondered if this same scam wasn't being pulled then also.
Yeah, and we'll get more into that. So anyway, with this letter that's read to the congregation, they send this list. And it is the Bethel Visitors Lodging and Car Rental List. Now, this is the one for the United States, and this is for the one for 2013. We do not have the new one for 2014, but I think the same thing would be done on that one, on the new one, as it was on this one. So anyway, and like I said, they've got, the different... They've got which branch you're going to be visiting. If you want to visit Patterson.
How much the hotel rooms are going to cost.
They have the list, and you have seen these on your information board for the district conventions.
This is an act of kindness on Watchtower's part.
Ooh, mocking.
I love you, brothers. Look at all the effort we put forth to make this convenient for you.
Yeah. So you're going to visit Bethel, one of the branches, and so you go get to your elders and you say, okay, I heard the letter. I'm going. I want the list.
This is the Magical Mystery Tour. Step right up, people. The Magical Mystery Tour coming your way.
I don't think there's going to be any smoking of the happy weed.
No. Maybe we can incorporate that Beatles song in the beginning of this video.
I'm sure there will be copyright issues. Okay, so
wait a minute. Michael Jackson's dead, so I don't know. Maybe we could get away with it.
Anyway, so I'm just going to mention a few things from this list, and of course I'm not going to read all of these hotels and all of that, but there was just some interesting instructions here on page 1 that we're going to be focusing on, okay? You guys are going to love this one. Okay, this list is confidential and for your use only. Elders are privy to what's printed right here, so the elders know the scam that's about to take place. Yeah. Please do not make copies of this list or disclose any of its information to hotel personnel. And then it just goes on to discuss that these hotel rates are valid to December 31st, 2013. You're responsible for making your reservation And
talks about advanced deposits being required. Depending on your group size, 10 or more.
Okay. Now, how many of you Jehovah's Witnesses look at the wording? No. We usually just immediately go to the hotels. And like when they post the hotel list on the information board for district conventions, they do not have, all they have is the hotels, the list of hotels. There's none of this printing, fine print crap.
Yeah, because this is privy to the elders, their eyes only.
Yeah. So down here towards the bottom, right before they start with the actual list.
Here comes a scam. Wait for it.
Yeah. So they have the instructions on how to make a reservation, but right above that, right down here, it says, all rewards points will be credited to the branch office. If you have any questions, you may contact the Central Tour Desk at Patterson by calling 845-306-1000. Let me read that again. All rewards points will be credited to the branch office.
Does the Watchtower Bible Tract Society give those reward points back to the persons who rightfully they belong to? The owner of the credit card?
Well, I'm wondering how they can legally take these rewards points to begin with.
Yeah, that's what I have a problem with. How can they legally take these reward points off of your credit card and credit it to the Watchtower Bible Tract Society branch office?
Yeah.
It's a scam.
So we were having lunch with Shyla yesterday, and we were telling her about this video that we were going to do, that we came across another money scam of Watchtower. And she goes, well, if they have ATMs at the entranceways of district conventions now, and they have them in their new assembly halls, do you think the ATMs are taking handling fees like most other, if you use an ATM that is not the same as your bank, or sometimes like at Family Dollar? I go in there and I'll need an extra $5 or $10. Well, I do not do that because they want an extra $3 handling fee.
So if they're getting these extra handling fees by putting these ATMs at conventions, how much of that handling fee is getting kicked back to Watchtower? If Watchtower is stealing your reward points when you go visit Bethel, then what would stop them from taking any of that kickback for the handling fees for putting ATMs in the back of your district
Especially since those ATMs at assembly halls and the district conventions are their own ATMs. It is not a bank's ATM. It is theirs. So you have to wonder. We're just saying,
You know?